artist. Like, I would never wear crayons, for instance, but I can appreciate the fact that she finds the art in it and she can create that. I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, this person looks good, who do you think you are, or you're trying to outshine. I'm not, like, I don't watch what other people are doing. I'm just focused on my focus. I like to look good because, like I said, looking good is good business, and dress how you want to be addressed. So kind of like watching it back and seeing all those comments like, oh, you know, I'm the star, you can't outshine me, blah, blah, blah. I just felt like no one's even looking to, I wasn't even watching what you were doing. No one's even looking to outshine you in the first place, you know. I did find it a bit shocking that she felt that way. So, yeah, I'm not in competition.
I didn't feel that way. You said it, actually.
That what?
At the Sip and Pen. Something happened at Laura's fashion show where I was downstairs. Obviously, they didn't show it. And she was there before me. And obviously, the lateness thing had already happened, I think. And she was there. I stood for a long time waiting for her. I already peeped, she was already there.
And when I peeped,
she started doing her makeup. And I waited for a while. And after a while, someone comes to me and say, Tony, you can go. And she moved aside. So I felt like, okay, fine. Chioma purposely does this is because she wants to always go last and she wants to come last. If I feel like that, I'm not afraid to say to you that I feel this is what you're doing because you want to make a grand entrance. And me saying you want to make a grand entrance does not mean that I'm competing with you. And the next thing she says, oh, I'm not competing with you. It's not a competition. My dear, I never even said it was a competition.
So what do you think she meant when she said, what's there to compete with?
That's I don't know.
How did you take that statement?
Number one, I would make things, Yabon knows that I've been styling her for years, plus a lot of international celebrities, local celebrities. My personal style is different from what I do. I would literally make everything they're wearing right now for my clients. But when I show up, I wear something avant-garde, artistic. That is my personal style. That is not my brand. And she's saying that I felt like she was watering down my brand because my brand is my life's work. I've had issues with going to eat at a place and I ate bad meat. And I never went publicly to say, oh, I did this, regardless of whatever issue.
But you're just doing that now to make it make sense. First of all, what she's talking about at the fashion show when she said that, what's the latest thing? What's the latest thing? I got there before you, so if anything, you late, let's get that straight. Yeah. I got there, we were waiting for the lift to come upstairs. Now, before I get on set, I powder my face. I have oily skin. I don't want to come on camera and my face is shiny like an idiot. I don't want that.
You already explained that.
If you want to be shiny, that's on you. I personally don't like that. So if I decide to put powder on my face, so my face is not shiny, it's nobody's business. Do you understand? You cannot bully me into being a certain way or not being a certain way.
So who was bullying you?
That doesn't make any sense.
Who was bullying you?
You don't sit me down and tell me, oh, why are you putting powder on your face? Are you that ugly? I don't understand. That's a bullying statement. Why would you make that kind of statement?
It's a bully statement. What did you say?
What kind of statement is that?
What did you say?
It doesn't make any sense. Anyways,
what did you say?
I feel like, honestly, Toyin is probably in competition because I don't watch what she's doing.
In competition
you said
with
that
who?
I came, hold on. I don't get it.
Chioma, your issue is you want to talk, and you don't want people to talk or to express themselves because you feel you know how to speak English.
It's not about English.
It's about English because you always mouth off. You did that. You did that. Excuse me.
Don't be this person.
You did that.
Don't be this person.
You are a mean girl.
Don't be this person.
You talk down people.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Life's work, and that's bullshit.
I talk down people's life's work. Yes, the same way you sat down and said that I was showing you my collection at Laura's fashion show, which you know that you asked me to make things for you, and I was showing you all the things. You even saw the realest clothes, and you asked me, did you make that? I said yes, and I was showing you other things I wanted to design for you. Why would you pick at Laura's fashion show to show me the things that I supposedly...
If I sit down there, do I see you every day to show you the things you asked me to design for you?
But it's unfair.
You can't go to my friend's shop and go and say that. I don't mean that well.
First of all, you're lying. First of all, it's a lie. That's not what you were showing me.
And you said
but assuming that that is what... Hold on.
You sat on TV and you said I was showing you my collection at Laura's fashion show. Did you say that? That's something me to say. That's something me to say. You are not a good person.
So what was Tiana showing you on the phone at the fashion show?
I was showing her the things she asked me to make for her. I was showing her inspiration and stuff. So she said I was showing her collection. I don't even have my collection on my phone.
Tiana,
so I would like to have my collection.
At Laura's fashion show, in the middle of Laura's fashion show,
I was showing it to you. We were even talking about the collection. I told her, I saw a jacket. Why? Say.
Did I ask you any question to make me anything at Laura's fashion show?
Why?
Did I ask you to make me anything? You tell me why you decided to show me all the things.
So you never asked me to make you anything.
Well, I should have been focused. Notice, like you're so bothered by my dressing.
And that's why you asked me to make something for you because I'm bothered.
Yes, because every time I walk in, it's like you have an issue. You're uncomfortable.
What issue?
I'm a star maker. Like, what's my business with you?
My dear, why are you so concerned with the things that I say? Everybody
That
knows
where,
me.
rather?
Yes, they call me the star maker because that's what I do. You get
the
where?
fact that you are
should
so
know your
jealous
friend.
and you are
Please
so
come back and sell
competitive.
our house.
So
Come
we have to
everybody
go
wants to now.
I'm having a complex.
My dear,
I think I'm better than who? I think I'm better than who?
I don't.
I think I'm better than who? What's your complex?
I do
think
not.
I'm better than who?
Don't try me. I will slap your fucking face.
You think I have a complex?
Welcome to my channel, and today we'll be talking about the Real Housewife of Lagos, the reunion part 2, which is also the final part for the season 1 of the Real Housewife of Lagos. So if you've not watched the first part, please, I'll be leaving a link in the description. You can go ahead and watch it so get to understand where we are coming from. So this final season was hot, and starting off, Uti started asking what character he would have acted if he was one of the housewives of Lagos.
We'll mix just a bit of her, and of her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you agree? I was waiting for that because I have my own online way.
If Uti drags you, realize.
That's true. I've changed.
If Uti drags
I've
you, you
grown.
can't think of your life.
I've grown. Caroline, you didn't pick who would I be?
I'd just like you to be someone new.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Right, I like. Anyway, everyone here is a superstar.
Even calm down. Uti went straight up to asking Chioma. Chioma, why do you think there is a competition between you and Tiana?
Speaking of our stars, we are all stars in our own rights. From our persona to our style, but more often than not, some shine brighter than others. The big question is, was there any competition between Tiana and Chioma? Let's take a look.
You can't dull my shine. My style is different from your style.
Looking good is good business, and I believe dress how you want to be addressed.
What I will wear, you can't wear it. If you wear it, you look like a mad person. Yeah, you always want to make an entrance.
I don't even
But
want
me,
to.
I don't care
I
about.
will regardless.
You see what I'm saying? Chioma is a child, and she's still growing.
If I come in at the end, I'll always make an entrance anyway.
Baby girl, I will help you make your grand entrance because that is what I do for a living. She always feel like, okay, she wants to make an entrance. I'm like, babe, nobody can outshine me when it comes to fashion.
What's I'm not in competition with Toya? What's there to compete with?
Hey!
So we all know that Tiana carries herself as, the kingmaker, the king of fashion, the king of this, She has a competitive spirit, because I don't know why you'll be giving yourself titles when nobody's like dragging anything with you. You get. Chioma gave her 2 piece, her 2 cents of the situation, saying she's just being her, she loves fashion, she's all of dressed the way you want to be addressed, and I totally agree with her. But I feel Tiana feels like she's being, competitive, she's trying to take her shine. Meanwhile, the girl is just being her. So, Tiana had to talk, and Tiana was like, oh, I'm not competitive. And I feel Tiana should have just owned it to her chest and say, I mean, everybody has a competitive spirit, right? It's just normal, it's human. I mean, if she had just accepted it, and she always claims she's real and all of that stuff, would have just moved on. I guess Tiana was thinking maybe she could, use shouting skills like the way she did for Laura in the first part. Wow, inspiration. Hey God, please let's just talk about something else. So Trevor said, I know you're always bothered about my dressing, so that is why I asked you to make a dress for me and stuff like that. And it did not just go well. Like, insults started flying up and down. Even Mariam had enough. She was like, camera cut, stop this. She even had to like leave the scene and tell them, when you're ready, let me know. And it just did not stop. So the situation got so intense, insults started flying, and the rest. English was flying, Yoruba, everything was just flying up and down.
Not once.
Okay, I'm done with this conversation. When you're ready to be honest, we'll continue.
You are correct.
Speak English, come on, nonsense.
I don't understand
Don't speak the one that I don't understand.
I don't understand
If you're gonna
English.
face me in English. Don't come without bullshit Yoruba. Speak to me in English if you want to face me.
And Tiana stood up to attack Chioma. Why would you want to attack her? I mean, the truth is bitter, but somebody has to say it. And everybody, Iyabo stood up. Everybody stood up to calm them down. And I like Laura. She just sat on her own. She did the same thing Tiana did to her when she was having an issue with Carol. Carol too sat on her own. I was like, Tiana, this is too far. Toyi, this is too far. and the rest. It was so intense that they had to take like 2 hours break for everybody to calm down and return back to set. So returning back to set, Uti brought up the discussion about the story about Carol and Chioma's friendship. They showed clips on, you know, how they started, how, you know, lovely friendship goals and all of those things. And also showed us clips of where, you know, things started falling apart. And he asked them a question: how do you feel about your friend spilling your tea? You know, something you guys have, you know, shared in confidence. I felt Iyabo's response was a little bit political, but the truth, but political. She did not want to be here. At the same time, she did not want to be here. She does not want anybody to hold her responsible for anything, but it was the truth. Do you get? So guys, they moved on to, you know, the Dubai trip. That is Tiana's fortified her birthday trip, and they brought up the talk about Carol's $50,000 bracelet. No comment. Okay.
I can't find my bracelet. My bracelet was about $50,000. 43K to be precise.
So guys, they went on to discuss about Iyabo's and Carol misunderstanding. If you watch the show, Iyabo and Carol had a problem one time, and, you know, Iyabo wanted to, you know, jump on Carol, and, you know, thank God for Chioma. Chioma, you know, had to come in between, and she got injured because of that. And Iyabo was like, I did not feel she was genuine with her apology. I was angry, and because you apologized 5 times does not mean that I'm cool with you. Like, I've forgotten everything, and but I need time to like heal. I need time you heal. What you said was hurtful to me, and I understand what she was saying. Okay, everybody is different. Okay, because you're this way does not mean I have to be this way. And Carol was like trying to say, I meant my apology, even if I did not want to, you know, apologize at first, but I really meant it. I even bought you a gift. And Iyabo was like, which gift that I did not want to accept, if not for Carol that was cutting eye for me to accept the gift. Even Tiana came to my room and she wanted to open the gift, and I told her not to open the gift. I'm getting vexed, that I'm even angry with that gift. So they spoke about why they were talking about it. Mariam now came. She said she has a gift for Auntie Carol. Now told Uti to please help her bring the gift. It was just at the back of the seat, and they brought the gift. And Mariam, Carol was like, is it the scarf I give to you? Are you trying to? Mariam was like, no, open the gift though, so you have to sit. So opening the gift, it was the same gift Carol gave to Mariam. And Mariam was like, please take your gift. I beg, I don't want. She now started talking about things she heard, gossips, what she heard about her house, how Carol said she was using jazz, she was using people's stars, she was a star snatcher. That she was snatching people's stars, she would take people's stars and, you know, use it to elevate herself, and, you know, talk like that because of where she's from and the rest. And Carol was like surprised, like, Jesus, Chioma, where did you hear that? It was even Chioma that was saying this. It was Chioma that told me not to come to your house event, that your people do jazz, blah blah blah, and the rest. Guys, this moment was so heated, and Chioma trying to defend herself, like, wait, let's not get this thing wrong. I mean, I know all these ladies, I know most of them, but some persons I have not really met. But Toyin, like, you actually said Toyin uses jazz. Like, guys, the jazz was just too much. I could not even understand why ladies would be talking about jazz. And so like, Uti went on to ask, Uti then asked Chioma and Carol if they were ever going to make up, because their friendship was like, you know, friendship goals, where, you know, friendship that people admired. And, you know, Chioma was saying, I can only, you know, accept the friendship again if she would just stop with the lies. And Chioma was like, sorry, if I say things at your front, I say it at your back. If I say things at your back, I say it at your front too. I am done with this friendship, stuff like that. And it all ended with, you know, that kind of, because
I got on the boat, I noticed Caroline wasn't too happy, but I didn't know what was going on with her, because I mean, I didn't leave the hotel with them, so I didn't know. But I noticed that she was a bit moody at a time, and she and Tiana had this issue about maybe she bumped into their conversation or something, you know. So there was that little issues that happened on the boat, and then there was an issue of me telling her, okay, so now you're on the boat, when Tiana said,
But you eventually got on a yacht. You didn't want to come on my own yacht. You said you were scared of water. We had that. So there were issues where I really had to have a conversation with her. Not like I went there to gossip about anybody or, I was being over friendly with her. A lot of complaints were coming to me about her.
Such as?
And I kept making excuses for her. Like she was rude to the crew was having issues with her. She said she was tired of the show. She was going off the show. She wasn't coming back again. She wasn't recording anymore, And I just felt like, okay, let me just talk to her about it, which was none of my business. I could have ignored, and if you don't want to come on the show, what's my business? I didn't bring you on the show. But I just felt like, let me talk to her. So I actually was doing too much. So you see that what she said, you're doing too much, really went another route in my own soul. I really felt pained. It really hurt me. And she needs to understand that when someone is hurt, it doesn't just go away. Even if you buy me a whole mansion, it just cannot go away because you've hurt me, in a place that it's really deep. I don't cry. Fair. I can only cry for my children. If I cry, I'm pained. And it has gotten somewhere wrong in my own system. So that night, she said sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I had to accept her sorry because Tiana was apologizing. Choma was apologizing. Choma actually was the first person that came to meet me. When Laura, came to meet me in the room to tell me, sis, when you speak to me. And she was like, and I said, and Choma was like, no, I can't do it. I said, well done, me. I don't look for drama. But when you bring the drama to me, I will embrace it. I feed on it, That's who I am. I'm sorry for those who don't like me, but that's me. Do you understand? If you know you don't want my drama, don't bring it near me. Don't hurt me. Because when you hurt me, like she said, it doesn't end. It goes on and on and on. I'm that kind of person. So
in the midst of all this, Uti asked Laura if she felt redeemed, and Laura was just laughing. Me, I understand, after singing that song, I am serving the God of me. I understand. And she was like, yes, because finally somebody actually saw the problems that I had with Carol. Somebody else experienced it. I am no longer, the villain, the negative person, the very dramatic person. Laura is dramatic. She was like, finally, you all can see that Carol is somebody that lies with confidence. I mean, if she can say I was pimped to a governor, she can practically say anything. And that was it. And then Uti started asking them, okay, what's from here? What are you going to be doing after this? And everyone was like, more production, more money. I'm dropping a book. Tiana said she's going to be launching her book and her masterclass and scholarship stuff. And Laura is like, I want more reality TV shows. I'm enjoying this influencing thing. Yabo is also saying more TikTok. Meanwhile, I love Yabo's TikTok. More TikTok. And everybody was like giving their own 2 cents and the lessons they've learned. It was really an emotional moment, and I feel I think season 2 would be, I don't really know how season 2 will be, but watch out for it. Anyway guys, we've come to the end of this video today. Please do not forget to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, stay safe.